Hi, welcome back. Today's day 4 of probability. Today we are working on problems with repeated trials again. And remember from yesterday, the probability of success is P and the probability of failure is Q, and P plus Q must equal 1. Okay, we're still working with the same formula, NCR, P to the R, Q to the N minus R. And remember, at least 2 means 2 or more. And at most 2 means 2 or less. So, problem number 1. A fair coin is tossed 4 times. Find the probability of tossing exactly 3 tails and then at least 3 tails. Well, part A. Exactly is what we were just working on. You have to know N, E, N, R, P, and Q. N is the total number of times it's tossed, which is 4. R is what we want, which is 3. Probability of getting tails is 1/2. Probability of not getting tails is 1/2. So you'd have, I'm going to separate it once per problem this time, NCR, P to the R, Q to the N minus R. So we have 4C3, 1/2, 2 to the third, 1/2 to the first. Remember my exponents, and then keep that out 2 and 4. So, figure this out. 4C3 on the calculator is 4. 1/3 cubed is 1/8. 1/2 to the first is 1/2. So, my total when I multiply is 4/16. Remember, don't reduce them. For part B, they're saying at least 3. At least means 3 or 4. 3 or more, excuse me. In this case, it's 3 or 4 because it goes up to the total amount that we had. So, N never changes, N is 4. R is 3, 4, 4. P is still 1/2. Q is still 1/2. So we would have 4C3, 1/2 to the third, times 1/2 to the first, plus 4C4, 1/2 to the fourth, times 1/2 to the 0. We just figured out in part A what 4C3 is. 1/2 to the third, 1/2 to the first. That is 4/16. We don't need to do all that work over again. Plus 4C4 is 1. 1/4. Sorry, 1/2 to the fourth is 1/16. And anything to the 0 power is 1. So we have 4/16 plus 1/16, which gives me 5/16. Which is the reason why we don't reduce our fractions, because we end up adding them in these problems. Just a little bit of information. When you can say the word or, that means you're going to add the probabilities together. If I say the word and, I have to multiply my probabilities. Alright, if a spinner is spun 5 times, should be what, not wit. What is the probability that it will land in the green area at most 2 times? At most 2 means less than 2. or 2, I should say 2 or less than that. So n is equal to 5 spins. R is equal to 0, 1, or 2. P is the probability of landing in the green area. The probability of landing in the green area is 1/4. Probability of landing someplace other than the green area is 3/4. Okay, remember we have MCR e to the R e to the n minus r. So in this case we have 5 C0 1/4 to the 0 3/4 to the 5th plus 5 C1 1/4 the first times 3/4 the 4th plus 5 C2 1/4 to the second 3/4 to the third. Remember, my exponents must always add up to what n is. Okay, going to the calculator, 5C0, is 1. Anything to the 0 power is 1. 3/4 to the 5th power is 3 to the 5th power, which is 243. Over 4 to the 5th power, which is 1024. Plus 5C1, which is 5. 1/4 to the first is 1. 3/4 to the 4th, well 3 to the 4th is 81. And 4 to the 4th is 256. Plus 5C2 is 10. 1/4 squared is 1/16. And 3/4 to the third is 27 over 64. So now I just need to multiply my fractions. So it's 243 over 1024 plus, multiply my numerators, I get 405 over 1024 plus, multiply my numerators together, I get 270 over 1024. Add 243, 405, and 270 together, and you get 918 over 1024. Again, you do not have to reduce fractions. Alright, for number 3, the probability that Team A will lose is 2/5. What's the probability that they will win at least 2 out of 3 games played? Well, we're playing 3 games. So N is 3. R is at least 2, which means 2 or more. So 2 or 3. Probability of winning is 3/5. And the probability of losing is 2/5. Make sure you read the questions carefully. Every once in a while they give you a problem like this. So we have NCR e to the R e to the n minus r. So we have 3C2 3/5 squared times 2/5 plus 3C3 3/5 to the third 2/5 to the 0. Okay, and let's multiply. 3C2 is 3. 3/5 squared is 9/25. And that's the first part. Times 2/5 plus C3C is 1. 3/5 cubed is 27/125. And anything to the 0 power is 1. So when I multiply straight across, I get 54 over 125 plus 27 over 125. And when I add them up, I get 81 over 125. Down to reduce. For number 4, in tossing a fair die 3 times, what's the probability of getting at most 1/6? So n is 3. At most 1 is 0 or 1. Probability of getting a 6 is 1/6. So the probability of not getting a 6 is 5/6. NCR into the R, Q to the N minus R. So we have 3C0, 1/6 to the 0, times 5/6 to the 3rd, plus 3C1, 1/6 to the 1st, 5/6 to the 2nd. When I put this in the calculator, 3C0 is 1, anything to the 0 power is 1, 5/6 to the 3rd power is 125 over 216. Plus 3C1 is 3 times 1/6 times 25, 36. So we will get 125 over 216 plus 75 over 216 equals 200 over 216. Okay? Same exact thing as the night before, except for the fact that now you're doing more than one term in each column and you're just adding them together. Alright, we've got one more day of notes, a day of review, and then our test on probability will be on Friday. Okay. I hope you're following along, and if you need help, you're asking for it in class. Talk to you later.